Hey, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about the good news that Apple can change. Alright, so it's a gray, nasty, windy day here in South Oxfordshire, but it's actually kind of nice. It's brisk. It's a proper English day, right? It's very just English winter's day, right? It's not, the weather's not always bad here. I don't care what anybody says, right? So today's actually, I woke up to some good news, or we all kind of woke up to some good news, not specifically for me, but for the industry in general. So you know, we've been talking a lot lately about the changes to Apple guidelines, or they're getting more strict with things like that. We talked about guideline 4.3 about container apps and everything like that, but there's also the one 4.2.6, which affects services like Appy Pie and Bizness Apps and Good Barber and all these kind of things, where it's templatized apps that can't go onto the App Store. So the good news is that you woke up this morning, and a few weeks ago I talked about the change.org petition, you know, that I went on to go sign, which and it was like, it got lots of publicity with like a congressman and everything like that. The good news is this morning, you know, wake up to the news that Apple has modified at least those guidelines. I'm not so sure about the 4.3, but 4.2.6 used to say apps created from commercialized templates or app generation service will be rejected, right? That's it. End of story. Screw you guys, right? Screw you app generation services. How dare you make things easier for people, right? Well, the new guideline says apps created from a commercialized template or app generation service will be rejected unless they are submitted directly by the provider of the app's content. These services should be submitted on behalf of their clients and should use tools that blah, blah, blah. You can read it yourself. Basically, what it's saying is that you can't release them all under your own developer account. If you're going to do them for your clients, they have to be able to set them up under their own accounts. So they need to have their own Apple developer accounts and stuff like that. So, and I think I read the TechCrunch article, which I'll include in the notes. It does say that, you know, for government institutions and educational institutions, they'll waive that $99 a year fee and everything. So it's not great news, but it's good news, right? It shows that Apple can change. And I know some people say, you know, oh yeah, but spamming the App Store, and I can understand this. I can remember I used to talk to other app developers, and they would have like, I release an app a day. Some would release 2 or 3 apps a day. They would just reskin. It was just, they would create these factories and they just churn stuff out, and it was all the same. And that's why we have so many bad apps on the App Store, and why they have to make these kind of rules. But, you know, it also, those rules are affecting a lot of us who aren't doing that, who are not spamming the app market, but we were very prolific in creating new things using our own code. In fact, using our own code, that shouldn't even matter. But anyway, so at least it's good news, not great news. Hopefully the app review process gets a little bit easier as we go forward. But let me know if you guys are still getting hit with the 4.3. I'm not even gonna bother releasing any apps for a little while to the Apple Store. You know, I'm just gonna let this stuff cool down because I'm so angry with doing it so often. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day today. I hope you guys are getting ready for Christmas. That's it for today. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.